How's it going, everybody? Ben Noble Awakening here, out at what's becoming one of my favorite places to go, the Wildlife Refuge. If you can hear the squish, that's my feet in the mud. I slipped earlier, so I got mud all over my toes. And there's mud on my phone too. I'm really glad that I didn't drop the phone. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about today is the quantum entanglements of receiving. So quantum entanglements that's basically the web and network of every connection. It's like the butterfly effect. It's everywhere that we're connected to everyone else and everything else, and how it's all connected to us. And what would it be like to be able to receive from everywhere, from every entanglement, from every web, from every strand or stream? I almost picture them like a golden web weaving out from my body, and things flowing to me from all directions, and things flowing away from me in all directions. We did this experiment the other day, Julie, me, and our friend Pam, and we learned this from Gary of Access Consciousness, of going to a store and finding everything that you wouldn't want. Like, what would you not buy? And everything that you don't like, and or that doesn't interest you, and locating those things and just getting to a place of totally receiving the energy of whatever that is, and getting to a place of, yeah, I'd buy that. Yeah, I'd pay $50 for that strangely crocheted bag at the Made in Oregon store or whatever. And what we found is, like, all these places that we had been resisting and had barriers up to receiving. And so what if everyone that did like something like that, we were also cutting off our receiving from someone that did like that? And so since that exercise, and I loved it because it just made me so aware of all these places that I was cutting off my receiving. Like in my case, it was particularly like around sports teams and stuff like that, and where I've been in resistance to American sports and American sport rivalries. Of course, I love soccer, but that's different. And so, like football, baseball, stuff like that, those were the things that I noticed that I would immediately judge and disregard. And how much receiving have I cut off by choosing that? So yeah, I'd like to just invite you to try that out, because it's fun. And since then, I've been just kind of meditating on this quantum entanglements idea or state of being, and just closing my eyes and just imagining every golden strand and every weave just flowing out from my body and receiving into my body. Julie and I and her daughter Jaden, we're hopefully going to be heading out to Denver. No, not hopefully, we've made the demand, and we're heading to Denver for this Empower Network conference, and we're going to do some Noble Awakening events out there as well. And we've just been making the demand and asking the question every day, what can I be, asking like 30 times a day, what can I be or do different today to generate $1,528 right away? And it's been cool seeing what different things have been showing up for us since we've been asking that question, and how our receiving has opened up. And I've been putting stuff out there on Facebook, like, can anybody help? And I've just totally been like willing to beg and do whatever it takes to get out there. And how things have just been opening up. We had some lodging arrangements that fell through, and some other ones have opened up, and we weren't sure how we were going to pay for things once we got out there, and now some sessions and different stuff like that has opened up as ways to generate income while we're there. And what would it take for this trip to pay for itself? What would it take to get paid to go to Denver and be us and change the world? And so I just want to invite you to close your eyes. And part of the reason I came to the nature reserve today was just the receiving. When you're out here receiving from all directions, and you can just really get a sense of what that is like, to just drop your barriers and receive. Like every leaf is a strand, and every trickle of water and flow of the stream is just a strand, and every little creature, we've seen frogs and birds and baby salamanders that come up for air and go back down, and just every creature and every living thing and every person is another strand in the quantum entanglements. And just dropping your barriers and opening up to receiving every contribution from every thing, every living thing, every molecule, every vibration, every energetic spark and impulse, and receiving it. And now picturing money, like $100 bills or something, on every single one of those strands, flowing to you from every direction, behind you, above you, below you, in front of you, to your sides, just flowing into you. You don't have to take anything. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to push anything. Just drop your barriers and receive it now. Receive that energy flowing to you. Receive. Receive. And everywhere you've been in resistance to anything or anyone or any idea, just receive. Receive that energy. Say, yeah, I'd buy that. I'd buy that. I'd pay $50 for that. Receive. Breathe into your receiving. Breathe deep. And with each breath, let it fill your body. Feel it in your fingertips and in your toes, in the small of your back, lifting and receiving. Receiving. And with each breath out, being the contribution that you be, flowing out into the quantum entanglements. And as you breathe in, receiving from everywhere, receiving. So what if we could live every day in that place of total receiving and total contribution? Receiving everything, judging nothing, allowance of everything, being everything. And what change could that create in your life? And what change could that create in the world? Thanks for listening. Hope you have a good day. Bye.